live. We back. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. We are the leaders in single entry 3 max and 20 max content, alright? So listen, if that's your particular style of play, man, you found the perfect spot for you. But even if it's not, man, if you just playing NBA DFS, this is one of the spots you want to be. It's probably one of the best spots you can be. Hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bell on so you can be here rocking with me each and every day when the videos drop, alright? Also, man, go on and do your boy one small favor. It's all I ask for you. The show is free. I don't charge anything. You get to see it every day. 5 plays on FanDuel and DraftKings. Just hit the like button for your boy, man, so I can continually bring you these shows and these plays for free, man. Hit that like button. It's greatly appreciated, and it gets some good karma headed your way. When you do good, you get good in return. Remember that, all right? Let's talk about it, man. I got your starting 5 queued up for today, but before we get into it, you already know, man, we got the lineup review going over my best lineups from yesterday's slate. Got my best pulled up on DK. This is actually the $12 single entry. 284 right here. We finished in 286 place, so finished in the money over here. Solid night last night on both sides, winning night on both sides, so we always take that. Could have been a lot better, man, if I could have pulled that trigger and faded Giannis like I started to. Couldn't quite pull it though. I didn't want to go against that behemoth, especially playing against the Jazz, but I faded him in some spots for sure. I just couldn't fade him in my single interest, that would hurt me. He didn't kill you, but you had plenty of players produced at a lesser price tag, and he didn't give you as big a game as we wanted, even though he did triple-double, ironically, but only 56 fantasy points, man, so it wasn't as big as we wanted. But best lineup here, Nick Smith Jr., 3,800, man, 27 fantasy points, ended up being a solid value play. That's not my doing there. That's the optimizer putting them in there, but I would definitely take it. I liked the lineup, the way it was constructed, so we rolled with him and left Nick Smith Jr. in there. Knew he would see some playing time, especially with the Hornets being so short-handed over there, man. He came through for us, like I said, 27 fantasy points at 6% on. Marshawn Beauchamp, 31%, only 14 fantasy points here. Just everybody went to those Bucks players with Lillard out last night. And that was the way to go. It was Bucks and Celtics. That's what everybody went last night. It was kind of hard to get away from them. You had to try to pick and choose your spots where you wanted to get different at, and that's what we did here in this spot. With this particular lineup, not in this particular spot with Beauchamp, as he was 31%. Chris Middleton, 60%. He was a thumbnail yesterday. It was just a no-brainer play, man. 45 fantasy points for him. Very solid at 7K. Got to Jalen Smith, man. Figured, just doing the research, figured he could possibly see a few more minutes with the Celtics starting Horford over there. And Jalen Smith is a solid fantasy point per minute producer, so any situation where he gets extra minutes, he can give you a big return. 29 fantasy points here at 4,700, 11% on. My boy yesterday, man, I told y'all on the video, man, Chet Holmgren, the Wizards give it up to centers. Came through big for me right here, 17% on, gave us 49 fantasy points, almost a 50 burger. Definitely helped us get a little different with this lineup construction. Andrew Jackson down here, everybody's chalk as well, 68% on. He gave 22 fantasy points at almost a flat min. Kristaps Porzingis, one of the bigger game for him. I was hoping for a bigger game from him, 45% on, 42 fantasy points. Didn't kill you, but I definitely should have got some more of my boy Bridges in here, man. I ended up not getting enough Bridges because I got so much Giannis in there. I was scared to fade him here in this spot. And then Giannis finishing it out, 54%, 56 fantasy points. Like I said, solid, an okay outing from Giannis, but he didn't push you to the top of the leaderboard, man. You got plenty of guys that scored around this price for a lot cheaper. So that's what ended up hurting me mostly on DK yesterday. But still, solid day, winning day. We definitely take that any day of the week. FanDuel, same thing, just single entry over here, $10 single entry, came in 55th place, $25. I told y'all my boy Terry Rozier, I knew nobody was going to be on him. I was on Bridges and Rozier yesterday because I knew nobody was going to be on them because of the game environment, low total. But I've said this before in past videos. When a game is a low total, it's not necessarily a stay away, man. When you had a situation like the Hornets had yesterday with all those injuries and 2 players getting all the usage, Rozier and Bridges plus playing big minutes, both of them getting the 40 minutes, I just thought they would account for the bulk of the points for the Hornets here. And I was right in that assumption as both of them came through with solid games for us. But Rozier was definitely a difference maker over here on FanDuel with 54 fantasy points. Peyton Pritchard, 42% on, man, 26 fantasy point, okay outing from him. Jaylen Brown, same thing. The Pacers hung in here with the Celtics, and everybody for the Celtics was like just okay. Nobody really crushed. They were solid for you, though, as 43% on Jaylen Brown with 44 fantasy points. Nick Smith over here again, 9% on, gave us 24 fantasy points. Beauchamp, 30%, 16. He was the letdown of the chalks for the Buck side of it. Chris Middleton had him everywhere, man. 68% on, 44 fantasy points. Got to some Kristaps Porzingis here, 43. He was solid. John Collins, an okay value. And I should have stayed with my boy Chet Holmgren, but I wanted to get a little different over here, and I went to Bam Adebayo. Thought he was in a solid spot, man. 41 fantasy points for him. Definitely could have used Chet. He was a better scorer here in this spot. But still solid lineup. Like I said, 55th place. We'll take any day we making money out here in these fantasy streets, all right? But let's get to today's slate and what you came for. Juicy 5-gamer with tons of news already and news we're going to be waiting on, man. You got guys like Cunningham, Jakob Poeltl already ruled out. Guys like Jaren Jackson is going to be questionable. That's going to switch up a lot of things. We already got Ja Morant ruled out. He's done for the season. Hate to hear that, man. Was looking forward to watching this Grizzlies team as they was picking up their play with him coming back. So we back to it, man. Let's get into this starting five for you, though. At the top, speaking of the Ja injury, give me Marcus Smart, 6,300 going against the Dallas Mavericks here. Listen, with no Ja, man, he's going to be called on to do more scoring, more playmaking. We saw last time out, and Smart took like 20 shots. He's never been a high-volume shot guy due to his role in the Celtics in the past. He's always been like a 3-and-D guy, guards the other team's best player. But with no Ja here, he's going to be asked to score more and shoot a little more. Like I said, should see double-digit plus shot attempts here. You know the assist capability is still upside. I like getting the Marcus Smart here for 6,300 going against the Mavs. Staying in that same game at the shooting guard, give me Desmond Bane, man. 8,500. Like I said, he is the man on this team now. He is the alpha. He should get whatever shot he wants. If they're going to be in any games and have contention to win games, it's going to be because of guys like Bane and Smart playing well. Triple J, if he plays tonight. If Triple J doesn't play, that's definitely just more shots for Bane. They don't got a lot of guys out there who like to hunt their own shot for the Grizzlies. So definitely think Bane can have a big game. Love Smart with him as well. Don't mind playing them together in the same lineup. At the small forward spot, I'm going to go back to Caleb Houston. Still no Franz Wagner down there for the Orlando Magic. This is a tough game, tough matchup here. But at 4,700, if he's still in the starting lineup, he saw 36 minutes last time out. I see no reason why that trend won't continue here, barring foul trouble or injury or anything like that. If he's still in this starting lineup, even though it's a tough matchup, I definitely have interest in Caleb Houston. And don't look now, but he's quietly shooting the ball pretty well this season. I know it's not a lot of shots. He hasn't played much, but shooting 40% from three, like 43, 44% from the field. So he's been efficient in the shots he's taking, even though he's not getting a lot. So if he can continue to be efficient, pick up a few peripherals, I think he can pay off this 4,700 price tag, even though it's a tough matchup. Definitely got interest in Caleb Houston. At the power forward, man, Chris Boucher season. It should be. Now, it's definitely pending this injury news. You know, the Raptors still have significant... they got so many ways they can do their lineups with the type of roster they got and the players they got. So Boucher doesn't have to start, but either way, I think he's in line for minutes. They could bring Gary Trent Jr. into the starting lineup and move Siakam down to the center. We don't quite know which way they're going to go with it, but Boucher should be in line for more minutes regardless. Like I said, I'm anticipating him being in the starting lineup, but if he's not, I'm still fine with you going to him because any foul trouble, anything like that, he's one of the first guys off the bench, and he's going to get 20, 25 minutes regardless. That's his normal. That's usually what he's in line for, close to 20 minutes somewhere in there. And if he get that, he's the type of guy that can crush for you in those 20 minutes. But like I said, I'm anticipating him starting. Even if he does, I still anticipate him getting more minutes. I like going to Chris Boucher here at 4,500. Now, staying in that same game and on the other side, if Chris Boucher do start, he is a solid performer as far as offensive scoring wise, a great fantasy player. But it's going to be barbecue chicken alert. AD is going to absolutely destroy him on the other end. I have no problem playing them together. If Boucher is the starting center, Anthony Davis should absolutely have his way down there. I'm telling you. He's too much game, too much size for Boucher down there. That's another reason I'm nervous about him starting. But like I said, AD, either way, he's going to eat regardless. No Jakob Poeltl down there. I think LeBron gets him going early here in this matchup. I like Anthony Davis at 10-1, man. And let me properly thank y'all for the 100 likes the other night. Let me give you a little bonus play, a little 20 max play. Now with Detroit, we know Cade Cunningham is out, man. Everybody's going to look to Ivy and Hayes, but the guy I got my eye on is Marcus Sasser right here, man. This is a potential value play, 20 max play, little bonus play for you right here. With it, Hayes and Ivy may start, or they may go Hayes, Burks. Who knows what they could do? But in this matchup against the Kings, I definitely think they're going to need more scoring. Ivy and Hayes are not efficient scorers. They're going to need more scores. Sasser is a guy who early in the year, when Cade Cunningham was missing games, we saw get in the starting lineup, and whenever he gets minutes, he's a guy that can score. He can absolutely fill it up for you. I'm expecting him to pick up more minutes here with no Cade Cunningham, and it's a sneaky value piece I got my eye on, all right? Just a bonus play to thank y'all for the 100 likes on Friday. You see what happened when you like the video, man? You get bonus, you get rewards, man, all right? Marcus Sasser, a little sneaky 20 max value play for you, all right? Let's get over to FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there. Coming in at the top, I want to look at De'Aaron Fox standing in that Sacramento Pistons game. The Kings should do what they want to against the Pistons, man. And I like some Sabonis as well. Fox, so if you want to get to Sabonis, I'm fine with it. They should be able to have their way with the Pistons down there. There's not much opposition on the other end. You know what De'Aaron Fox is capable of, man. He gets downhill, mid-range, pull up. He does his thing. I like Fox over here at 9,600. At the shooting guards, stand with Desmond Bane, man. Your thumbnail, it is his show. The Mavs, I'm not really worried about that defense over there. They don't have nobody that can slow him down or check him, or defensively that I'm really worried about stopping him. So Desmond Bane should be a full-on green light go. We just need to make sure that shot is falling. You know what type of ceiling he has and what type of ceiling he's capable of, all right? Sorry, man. Stumbling over my words this morning early. At the small forward, Caleb Houston, 4,600, going right back to the well. Like I said, provided he's still in the starting lineup, even though it's a tough matchup, I'm going to go right back to him. Just the minutes he's getting, he can give you a few peripherals, and how efficient he's been from shooting. So like I said, even though he's not going to take a lot of shots, I think last time he took like 8 or 9 shots, but he was like 5 or 9. He's very efficient with his shots, and he's been a solid shooter. So hopefully that trend continues. I like going back to Caleb Houston right here at 4,600. At the power forward spot, want to look at Julius Randle, 9,100 here, man. The Knicks have just been playing solid this year, and they get a matchup here against the Portland Trail Blazers, who give up who gives up some of the most points in the paint in the league. So I think Julius Randle should be able to have his way down low here, man. Still no Ayton down there. Probably don't get the likes of Duop Reef starting at the center. Does not concern me. Doesn't worry me at all. I expect Julius Randle to keep doing what he's been doing this year and work out down low against these Trailblazers. Sign me up for Julius Randle at 9,100. And at the center spot, man, Chris Boucher, 4,800. Like I said, he should be in line for more minutes regardless of whether he starts or not, with no Jakob Poeltl over there. Hopefully he's starting, and it's going to sure enough going to be a full green light go. But even if he's not starting, I'm still going to get to plenty of Boucher. Just might not get as much as I want to if he doesn't start. But there you have it, man. Your starting 5 for FanDuel: Chris Boucher, Julius Randle, Caleb Houston, Desmond Bane, and De'Aaron Fox, man. Look, get you some of these players, get them in your player pools. They for sure gonna be in mind, man. If you want more in-depth coverage, my live stream before lock, help with your lineups based on your contest, my core plays each day. The Patreon link is down below, man. Come on over and sign up and officially join the gang. Y'all know, any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments section. Hit me on Twitter, wherever you find me at. Hit me, man. Y'all know I respond as soon as I get it, all right? That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto: chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time, all right? Let's get it.